Okay, that's what'll happen. People will get shaky around their substance. So watch someone at cocktail hour who's trying to control their drinking. They don't drink until after 5. Watch the nerves that start to come up. So she's down to a 6. Yeah, I'm surprised this smells too sweet. Smells too sweet. So then there's a change. You don't have to get the number. Often forget to do the suds level. If you gave it a number. A 4. Now, for someone who is quote addicted to chocolate or would kill for chocolate, to say it smells too sweet is absurd. Okay, that makes no sense. Nothing is too sweet for it. How are you doing, Cameron?
I'd probably be a 4 or 5. I probably would not hide it too often when I was hiding in the closet, not telling my husband that I had them.
Right now you're a 4 or 5?
5, yeah.
And also check kind of that desperation level. Okay? Now put them all back on the chair again. We're going to do another one. Okay? Did you hear that? These are sort of rancid, but it doesn't mean I wouldn't eat them. Now, like, did they smell rancid when you first opened them? They're not rancid. Okay? They're not rancid. She's having an effect. She's having an effect from the tapping, okay? So we'll go to the next round, and sometimes now here's where I mix the deprivation and the craving, okay? Even though I still have this craving because I feel deprived, I deeply and profoundly accept myself anyway. Even though I still feel this craving because I feel deprived, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Once more, even though I feel deprived and crave my favorite food, I deeply and profoundly accept myself anyway. Okay? My deprivation makes me crave food. I still feel this craving for my food. I still feel deprived and want to eat my favorite food. I still have some of this craving left. I still feel this craving. This remaining craving. Remaining cravings. Remaining deprivation. Remaining cravings. And remaining deprivation. Okay, smell your drug of choice. The one thing I want to say that's not fair about people with food issues, for an alcoholic, they can be abstinent. For a cocaine addict, they get off the cocaine, okay? Someone with a food issue has to eat 3 meals a day. That's their addiction. It's not fair. You could never say to a coke addict, just do lines twice a day and see if it doesn't trigger the compulsion, because that's what does trigger the compulsion. So food actually reverses you and triggers you back in. How do they smell now? They don't smell very good. Okay, just ongoing layers of it, but they don't smell very good. And if you in a number, 1. Okay, she's down to a 1, and she said they don't smell very good, but they're here, so I still would eat them. So that's another layer where you need to tap for. I mean, I have lists of setups. They're what happens when you see food and what happens when you smell food. Well, advertising works. Right? So you're not thinking about food. All of a sudden, someone has a bag of potato chips. I mean, how many people say, "Oh, get that away from me," because it's in front of you, and you don't stop. So she's at a 1, but still thinks she might eat them because they're in front of her. How's the Snickers? I think it's higher. Okay, she went up a bit. What number would you give? Maybe a 7. She went up to a 7. Now, what happened with the word deprivation when you, okay, what happened? That's it. Okay, so the deprivation is much more important than the food. The food is just the first door. You know, like Get Smart, the 10 doors, you know, this is the first door to get through. Deprivation is it. Okay, so we'll do another round on deprivation. They still smell good, but I wouldn't eat it. Okay, big difference. Okay, still smell good, wouldn't eat it. Okay, you still might eat it? Sure, it's you. Okay? Okay.